team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. We'll get this just shy of the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On the play fake, Dak. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he's taken down. We're just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's caught by Leonard. He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. They'll run it with Davis. And he will score! Touchdown, Dallas.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
To the air on second down. Dart. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Prescott. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they mark him down just shy of the 40. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbush. Oh, a loose football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
On the ground, it's Scatterbush. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dark. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
To return, it is Turpin. And it turns out to be a very nice return as he's finally escorted out of bounds. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Prescott now. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now, a give to Davis. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. 2nd and a yard. That is Ferguson in motion. No play action. It's Prescott. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, what a great play call down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big-bodied tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender, and it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. So 1 quarter in the books. Our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Let's get in that end zone.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. DeMarion Overshown there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart, moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, the ball's out. The Cowboys have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 7. What do you think? Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. What do you think? 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Now Prescott. On a short throw, caught by Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll go with Williams. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 9. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A run with Davis. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Come on, set.
Up the middle with Scatterboot. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Shut up. 70 Lions. Check out.
Play fake, now dart, rolling right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. There you go. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. So his big 1st half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and running back Camp Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Dart. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time for number 17.
First down. Go! 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And this will be incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. They got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming.
That's the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Dart. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Set for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10.
Wide, ain't it?
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this.
Yeah! Here we go! Wide, please!
Prescott on 1st down. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, it's Dak. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll throw again, Dak. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the air again. Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And 3rd down coming up.
Yeah! There we go!
They put Pickens in motion. On 3rd down, Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 49. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Austin now to return this. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing is Dark. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60.
Operating from the gun, it's Dark. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew. What was going on? That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Dark. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he tried to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. 20. And they'll let that run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's like the first day of school, isn't it? Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season. We're back for year 2 at EA Sports, so let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Saints. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Lions wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Justin Herbert. He pulls it, and now he's thinking first down. Now he's thinking touchdown. 31 yards on the scramble for the score. The Chargers win this one by 11. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Mitchell Tinsley. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Bengals move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Austin now to return this. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense, running back Cam Scalaboo headed out for their next possession. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot. Of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just 1 game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Get up.
They'll go again with Scalaboo. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Go. Hawk 70.
Now Dart, he dives, and what a catch for the first down. 15 yards to pick up, good for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
60 Bison.
On the give, Scalaboo. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal.
A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Open man is Mooney. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Giants.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Cougar 19. Undercrush.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To the air again goes Dart. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. And Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what week 1's going to bring, but this has got to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason, all the way back at OTAs in the spring and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start the season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track. Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Whittington! That is Ferguson in motion. And 1st down, it is Williams. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll They'll go again here with Williams. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
3rd and short. Prescott gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go with the sneak, and he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, man. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
That is Ferguson in motion. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd down, Prescott. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Ready? Blue ready. Ready we go.
Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A 2nd down throw for Jameis. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
To throw, Winston. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Black, what is this? Wait.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. And open downfield, it's Johnson's. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 10.
Ready. Let me go.
On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Ready. White 25. White.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And they have done all could ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15. Tyler Smith guilty on that one. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
It's another run here for Williams. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
It is third and long. Now it's Williams. And that is not going to help at all. They needed a whole chunk of yards, not going out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 4th and long coming up. On the return, it's Austin. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 22.
From the gun, Winston. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Ready. I'm switch teams. Blue ready. Making us look bad. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That's taken at about the 14. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I said good.
They put Pickens in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Austin to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to get back at it.
Ready. Black 22 that.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Winston looking to throw. The outside caught by Neighbors. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Giants.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
White 25. Where do we go?
On the give, it's Scatterable. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Throwing on second down, Winston. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Black. Where do we go?
Winston. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ready? White 25. Wait.
They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Ready? Blue white. Stop.
A run. Here's Harris, and he nearly got... free, but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Ready? Blue white. Wait,
Another run here with Harris. Thought that one might have had a chance for a second there, but not to be. It's a pickup of 8, and it brings up 4th down.
Sanders on for the field goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. So So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Ooh. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll try the right side with Williams. Past the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
On the ground, this is Williams.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
3rd and 10. They'll go with Williams. Oh! And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 46-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.